We are now.
Are we?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry we're late. It was me. I was faffing around. I'm a faffer, as they say. Fa, 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 fa. Okay, ladles and jelly spoons. Give me a sound check, Chris.
Hello.
Give me a sound check, Julie.
Woohoo!
Oh, that was a good sound check. Give me a sound check, Ian.
Hello!
Oh, wow, there's a way too loud. Okay. Well, thank you very much. We're online today, and the fourth person in the picture today is a desert island with a nice little deck chair on it. And I decided to put him there because it's better than when we go three across the bottom. I don't know. We'll find out anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I even have my phone on me at the moment. I thought I'd brought it out, but I haven't. So I don't even know how many people are on. 30 what?
38 I saw.
38 people are watching.
41 I see.
41, okay. And I'll go in and get it in a second. But as you know, it's Wednesday, so this is Balcony Banter. And we're back in the room with three across now. So I'm pointing to everyone, pointing the wrong way. Point that way, that's right, that way. There we go, little jelly spoons. So here we are, it's Balcony Banter. Today's Balcony Banter is about conflict. I just finished cutting or editing the thing. I've got a new, well, I don't have it new, I've had it for a while now, but I processed Juliane's voice through this, it's called Studio Voice. And
oh my God.
No, it's called Studio Voice. It doesn't actually change your voice. What it does, it uses artificial intelligence to take away the background noise. So the wind and other people talking, in fact, and anything you're doing.
I thought it's going to take out the
No, it won't take the ums out. It will do that. It will do that, though.
Because I love my ums.
But it's not, you don't sound normal if
we
I take
did
it
that
out.
once, didn't we?
You took him out, yeah, it didn't
and
sound normal.
It sounded robotic.
Like a robot, yeah.
Robotic.
And in fact, your voice did sound robotic with this new thing I've got. So what I've had to do is I've had to isolate your voice and then take the background noise and play that underneath your voice. So you're speaking twice, basically, but at a lower volume. So the background noise is in the background. So I should have loaded both clips to show you the difference. If we've got time, I'll load both clips. I'll show you the difference. But it's come out quite well.
Okay.
And that's that. And what else we got today? I haven't got any other stuff today prepared. So let's have a quick look to see who's online.
Yes.
And it is Jeff Daniels. Good evening, everyone. He was first in. Then Living with Emerson Tenerife. Get ready, whoever that is. We're all ready, says Craig. Where did the Scarecrow get an award because he was outstanding in his field? Outstanding in his field. Ray, Liverpool Football Club. Leeds United, I know. Hello all. Craig, I was wondering why the frisbee kept looking bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it hit me. Craig, time out. Hi, says Charlie. 18 degrees in Manchester. It was 19 degrees and raining in Adeki village this morning when I went to get my parcel. My parcel?
Parcel.
Yeah, I got a parcel. I got my new fluffy bit.
Fluffy. And Chris has your old beef eater.
Yeah, this is the new fluffy one that actually covers the whole microphone now. So I should be better off. and I put mine on Chris's, which actually belongs to Juliane because that's the one for that.
Oh, that's the one.
For the thing.
Okay.
So you can take it tonight and just
No,
bring it
no,
back.
no.
No, but bring it back next Wednesday.
Ah,
Yeah,
fluffy one.
the fluffy one, or I'll sell it to you. They're expensive
The
though.
fluffy one.
They're expensive though. €35. Yeah.
I already got a pet.
Okay, so Charlie's on Craig. I have fear of elevators, but I've started taking steps to avoid. Did you get a new book for your birthday, Craig? You know, jokes for 5-year-olds.
It's balcony
I used to
banter.
be an addicted to soap, but I'm clean now.
Oh,
He's got a. You've got a book, haven't you, Craig? You got a book. Nobody's that funny naturally.
Oh, he ate a clown.
Okay, done trucking. Oh, Google hid it because of the word you used, but I'm going to allow it. Done trucking. 97% of people are stupid. Thank God I'm in the other 5. Oh, yeah. So is it? I put it out. It's balcony banter conflict, right? And then they're coming in with
Yeah.
jokes.
Yeah.
Is that
But,
good?
You know, I mean, I think
I like that.
humor is a good way to have conversation about conflict.
So Juliane Nendel's on. Hello for everybody for being with us again, whoever she is. We got Moira, Simon, Maria, Anthony, Simon, Ferrand. Simon's got a new one out as well with the. He's got 2 new ones out, I think, with the woman, the girl in the flower field. It's very well done, actually. Very well
check
done.
that out. Yeah,
Check it
Simon
out.
always makes nice content.
That's great content. If you don't know, I'll put a link in the description afterwards. But you all know Simon Farrant, don't you? And Marie Alti Photography. I still haven't sat down and looked at your channel, Marie, but Juliane says it's pretty good, is it?
Yeah,
So nip over that as
And
well.
think I subscribed as well.
Pete and Shell. I don't know if they've been doing much lately. Jack Bell, almost barbecue weather. Funny you should mention that.
yep.
I'm thinking of buying a barbecue. No, I'm not.
You never told me.
No, because I just thought about it now when he said it. That's why.
So we're going to have parties around the swimming pool, are we?
I don't make it very often, but I use my air fryer. Is that for frying your hair? See, I can do jokes as well. Alan Fraser's on. Una Mines is on. If I missed anybody, Distractions on. Denise Pearson. Your subject is conflict, which is appropriate. But as humans, we never learn, as there's a terrible situation in the Ukraine and the Yemen. I'm always saying about the Yemen, because everybody forgets about the Yemen, because they're not white and European. I have not seen your new one, Simon. Check it out. Good. That's an extra view for you, Simon, there. You're welcome. And that's it for the chat. 76 people on. So, Juliane, what did you do last week?
Well, work.
Mm-hmm.
Walk.
Working and walking.
Working and walking.
Sometimes it's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
There you go. I didn't do any walking this week. I've got a trapped nerve in my shoulder, that's why. Go on, so what have you been doing? Where did you walk?
I walked. I actually walked here in the close by area, Aguayo. It's a little bit further up here in the interior.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were speaking Geordie. Oh, ayo.
Ayo.
Boogamont.
Aguayo. Yeah.
How do you spell it?
Aguayo. Arguayo. I think so.
Aguayo.
Aguayo.
Okay. So I want to put a G in there.
Aguayo.
Aguayo.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's it.
Cool dudes.
And now I'm here again. It's Wednesday.
It is.
Time flies.
Balcony banter with Spanish omelets.
And also, I've been talking to Ian. To Ian, our executive producer.
Because he did such a good job with my website, he's having a look at yours.
Yeah,
is he? Cool
he is.
dude. Cool dude.
So,
Yeah.
So, Ian, apart from doing website redesigns, do you manage to get into the garden yet?
Well, I've looked at it. It's been a case of work, and walking. and chatting and walking today and just standing and taking in the nice sunny atmosphere round about. Just watching the farmers doing their bits and pieces. And we were just having a wee chat amongst ourselves saying that how things have changed in the years when we used to be on the farm. Um, one machine, one field actually, they have a tractor in it, and all they do now is to plough it. The tractor comes along with its bits and pieces on the front and the back, and they do the lot and go out the gate, and that's it.
Wow.
I think years ago they used to plough it.
Uh-huh.
They came in, they harrowed it, they drilled it. Then the kids went in with their bags over their back and planted the potatoes. Then they covered them, and then that was it.
And now it's all automated.
It's all automated now. That was in one field. You look across the dike into another field, and here's another monster working, and he's got a thing on the front and he's got a thing on the back. The fertilizer and the grain and everything's on the front, and they've got this enormous thing on the back with tubes that runs down into the ground, and they're just doing the work on top of the ploughed surface. And when you look at behind it, it's finished.
Wow.
You know, it's absolutely finished.
What we really need is the Star Trek thing where you just walk up to the wall and say, "I'll have a roast pork dinner, please." And
I mean, not only that now, I mean, they're so sophisticated. A guy can sit in a seat at the side of the field and just be his wee box, and the tractor can go and do it itself.
drive the tractor remotely. There you go.
Yeah.
With a drone. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. You know.
I don't think our son-in-law and daughter have got automation. They've got irrigation and they've got a tractor called the Christina Dowd Memorial Tractor. It's just called the Christina Dowd Tractor at the moment. But
Until I kick it.
yeah, then the Christina Dowd Memorial Tractor.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same. That's them doing the planting. Now, you know, when harvest time comes round, we used to have a
just gets the women to do it.
We used to have a small combine that you just drove into the gate, into the field. But now they have a thing that they attach to the cutting table and put the cutting table behind it and go along the road, and the whole damn thing takes up the whole road. It's got to be escorted.
Yeah, what they're gonna put a gas oven right at the end there with a pot on it, and you can boil the potatoes in the field now.
Exactly. That'll be the next thing. Yeah. Exactly.
Actually, it's a good conflict, right? The next conflict in the world is not going to be superpowers. The next conflict in the world is too much automation and not enough work. And what are we going to do with all the people that are not working, right? Yeah. And I always say, let them eat cake, enjoy themselves. So it could come to the point where we could actually let people not work as hard for a living, because we live in a modern, super modern world, right, where it's all done for us. And we can concentrate on the arts and the crafts. And but obviously, there are still people that are stuck in the 20th century that says you've got to work 40 hours a week, or even 60 hours a week, or you're lazy, And they're stuck in like the old century, saying that you've got to be working hours and hard back-breaking work to make you feel good. Whereas all you really need to do is to get up and create something every day, whether it be music or love or pictures or a story, or if you want to work with your hands, some type of craft. If it's useful, what you make is even better,
Yeah, and maybe see the work, the word work differently.
Yeah.
Because I mean, work is something I love doing, or it's important to love what you're doing.
That's true, but I found that when I was working, right, in inverted commas, I was indispensable, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I left.
And then you found out you were.
I wasn't indispensable.
Exactly.
And then I started thinking then back to other people, sort of saying, well, do we really need all this sort of busy work, right? And you know, like if you live in a consumer society, you need advertising. But if you stop living in a consumer society, and you start producing stuff that people need anyway, right? Yeah, then you don't need advertising. You don't need salesmen. You don't need. I mean, online shopping, salespeople are going to go away, and banking. You know, if money is all sort of in your head, and there's nothing physical anymore, there's nothing to buy, because basically you exist and you know, I'm way in the future here, yeah. Then that type of thing's going to go away. So basically, all the jobs that we know now are going to go the way of the knocker upper and the gas lamp lighter, and the horse manure shoveler. You know, like we look back on that and go, wow, that was funny days. Or the typing pool, you know, where people used to they'd send stuff down for things to be typed. You know, I mean, that's you tell kids today now, and they don't believe you. But you know what I mean? So the way that we work is going to change, and what hasn't changed is the way that we teach kids. So we're teaching kids to exist in a world that has gone. And so there is unfortunately he's dead now, Sir Kenneth Robinson. And he's actually brought out posthumously a new book. It was finished by his daughter, and that's The Future of Education. And that is a really, really good... I've not read the book because it's not out yet, but if you go onto YouTube and look for Sir Kenneth Robinson, and he's done 2 TED Talks, which I really like, because the first TED Talk sort of set up his way of teaching kids for the future. And his second TED Talk was, he started off with, well, as I was saying, and this is like 8 years later, you know. So I'll try and find a playlist, and I'll stick a link up there somewhere.
Well, like every change, it's going what we perceive as slow, but it's happening. It's happening already.
Yeah.
Many children are homeschooled already, or school systems adapt to different ways.
Yeah. Let's see what people are saying about that.
My chat has stuck.
Your chat stuck. Chatty hawking used to be a thing.
Yes, it was.
Automation makes bruised tatties.
Not always.
We have Inja iFood. It's great. Inja iFood. Okay, I'll have a look what that is. Maria LTO, eldest lad's under the weather, so we're in isolation. Jen's on. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Jen.
Yeah.
Tina Rigby's on. Hi, Tina. Pauline's on. Day off Friday. Alan Fraser. I was in Dundee and the surrounding area today, Ian. Weather was glorious.
It sure is.
Back-breaking work, Moira, but great fun. Used to do it at Lowe's Farm near Musselburgh. I'm saying that.
Musselburgh.
I know. I'll tell you the story of that. I think I told it before. But we were on a caravan. And we're looking for a 5-van night halt from the caravan club in Musselburgh, which is near Edinburgh, right? And so he says, my dad stops the car, winds the window down, says, "Excuse me, sir, can you tell me the way to Musselburgh?" He says, "Where you coming from, laddie?" He says, "I'm coming from Edinburgh." He says, "Well, you'll probably be looking for Musselburgh then, won't you?" So I've called it Musselburgh ever since. Funnily enough, Edinburgh is called Edinburgh in German.
Yeah.
Right.
There you
Also,
go.
people call it Edinburgh.
We do, yeah.
Yeah.
Edinburgh. I think that's the German word, right? For Edinburgh.
Yeah.
I don't think homeschooling is good for kids. They need company their own age. There you go. So have children very young. Then you can homeschool. Okay, Juliane. Ian's done a great job of searching out old videos, but this isn't an old video, is it?
Well, it is. I think it is from 2020, isn't it?
October 20.
Yeah.
October
Okay.
20,
Yeah,
yeah.
and it is actually based on one of our balcony banters.
I noticed.
Yeah.
In fact, we make a surprise appearance.
Oh, do
Yeah,
you?
we do. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
great! I love your CGI.
Used to work with the Royal Mail night shift. You started Sunday night, finished Saturday morning. Felt like working 7 days a week. It was like working 7 days a week.
Yeah.
I used to do 6 nights on, 4 nights off. That was the best job ever.
Yeah.
Well, it was actually 6 nights on, 4 nights off, then 6 earlies on, 6 earlies off, and then 6 lates on and lates off. So it was like I did all 3 shifts, and every 6 days I had a break of 4, and then it went to the next shift. So early morning, late night, morning, late night, and when you were on the night shift, well, when you're on the early shift, it was terrible getting up. But you couldn't go out the night before because you had to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to get ready to go to work.
That was hard,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
hard, yeah. But you were finished at lunchtime. So actually, I'd finish at lunchtime and go straight into town and have an afternoon by the river or something like that. That was a great thing. And then when you'd finished at lunchtime, that day was still a work day. So then you had 4 whole days off. Right?
Yeah.
And then the 5th day, you didn't have to start work till the afternoon.
Yeah. So that felt
Felt like a holiday. Yeah. And then if you go in late, you're still finished at 10:30, so you still have time to get down to the nightclub, and see the band, because the band came on at 10, 11 o'clock, didn't it? So you could go straight down and go and see the band, and stay out till 4, 5 o'clock in the morning because you didn't have to get up till 12. Right?
Wow.
And then late, after you finished the late, you went partying for 4 days, and then the 5th day you didn't start work till the night. So that was even better.
What a life.
It was a fantastic, and the best thing was, in Germany we got 30 days paid vacation, and they were paid at time and a half. So you got 30 days paid, and you got paid for 45, right? And so when you took 4 days off, 6 days off, sorry, you got the 4 days either side. So that's 14 days. And you could do that 5 times a year. So 5 times 6 is 30 days, right? And so you got 10 weeks holiday a year, paid holiday, paid at time and a half.
Wow.
That was really good. The hourly rate was crap, though. I was young and frivolous. Well, there you go. Anyway, apart from that, let's go. So this is conflict. I'm going to mute us. Ian, you're going to sort after yourself.
My Clipser.
Yep.
Clipsa, genau.
You don't have your clips, sir?
No.
You're not going to say anything anyway. Told you.
Yes, here she is.
I told you. We're rowing. We are. I'll tell you what happened
Yeah,
today.
that's a conflict.
Roll
There's a
the
conflict.
video.
We were having a conflict today in preparation. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Here comes the excerpt, or not the excerpt, the small clip. I think it's about 7 minutes long, is it?
Yeah.
Correct.
Something like that.
And we shall be right back.
Hi, my boss, and welcome to Beach Banter. I'm here right now in Playa San Juan, which is on the southwest coast of Tenerife. Well, and I am sitting here at the beach, and I thought, oh my God, it's such a lovely day, so sunny and so beautiful. I've been in the water already, and I thought I'm gonna do a beach banter, which is sort of like a tiny little extension to the balcony banter I'm doing on Wednesdays with Tim and Christine Dowd. So, well, we were talking on Wednesday on the topic of conflict and how to find better solutions. So I thought I'm gonna be talking a little bit more in depth about that topic right now. And what a wonderful environment here to be talking about this topic, actually, because I think we have a lot of power on how to solve conflicts. And individually, it might sound maybe that we don't really have enough power to do so. And what can I do individually to save the world or to contribute to world peace?
But we have a relationship. Everyone is in a relationship, whether with someone else or not. We are always in a relationship with our own self. And that relationship is going to last and rest forever. We're going to be stuck with our own self for the rest of our lives. So that relationship, we can make the most awesome relationship we have. And we should. We should create wonderful environments that are good for us. And sometimes we are not in the sunny spots. Like, I am very lucky right now to be here, and I'm very happy that I can show you through the media, through the channels where I am right now. I'm really happy to do so, not in a showing off way, but to share it with you. So, and I do understand that some of you might be in a different position right now, which is okay. I'm sure we all have been in darker spots, and we can know for ourselves that it's possible to uplift ourselves, thinking better thoughts and creating healthier environments through empowering our own mind. So that relationship we have with ourselves, we can always enhance and make better, whether it's seeking boundaries in relationships we have with others, where we can just also say, well, that's enough. I need time for myself, or I'm okay with what you say, but I don't agree. But we don't need to dig any deeper. We can always turn away and maybe do something else that is more attractive for us in that moment. And oftentimes, if we find that we don't entertain, whether it's with any words we say, if we don't entertain in that conflict situation with our own energy, then oftentimes it solves itself. It resolves itself after a while, and it's like time heals all wounds, sort of, like that saying. Not always, of course, but oftentimes setting those healthy boundaries in clashy situations, it's good to actually make own inner peace for yourself and create a healthier environment for yourself. So this is what we can always do anywhere and no matter the circumstances. And we can also always work on our own attitude. The attitude we have for ourselves, the attitude we have towards others, the words we are speaking, the delivery of the tone. Because oftentimes it's 10% of the conflict is really the difference in the opinion we got, and then the 90% is due to the delivery and the tone. So we can work on that, choosing better language, choosing better words, and also the tonation. Maybe that's another one. We can do that. I know it's sometimes it's tricky, but we can put our little work and effort to it, and I think it's possible. If we become more aware of it, we might even notice, oh my God, really? Am I doing it again? We can only work, like Christine said the other day in the video. She said we can only work on our own self and on our own responsibility. And this is what I mean by doing our own inner work is contributing in the end to inner peace and to world peace. Because if you improve yourself, you will always see the effect on the outside. You will always see the ripple effect, whether it's in your own relationships, whether it's in a workplace, or take it globally in countries or the world, and keep talking in a more loving loving way. And that already starts maybe also with the own inner talk we have with ourselves. Where sometimes we don't need to even voice our own voice. It's also the inner chatter that is going on internally. So those little suggestions I got, and I hope they help. I'm sending you a lot of love, and I wish you a wonderful, wonderful week ahead. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Also, please let me know if you have any suggestions on topics that you would like to hear discussed. And if you like the video, give me please a thumbs up, and would be lovely if you subscribed. So, wish you a lovely relationship with yourself and with others. Love out everyone, and I love you, my Roz. Mwah.
Well, there you go, ladles and jelly spoons. That was a good one. That was really nice. Did you like the sound?
I loved it, and I loved the CGI there.
The CGI. Oh, yeah. We came in.
I like this.
You can tell I had time on my hands today, didn't you? I actually did it yesterday, and then just put the CGI in this morning. So now we're on the desert island. We've decided we'll be on the desert island.
Moira has a really good comment here. She says, sometimes it is good to have a blow up, clears the air. And then she says, should not always suppress your anger. Absolutely, you should never suppress anger. Because it's just finding different ways to release it. Working on finding better ways to releasing anger, because if that stores up too long, and if we always suppress that, it comes out eventually, and it comes out much worse.
Oh. So watch it, pal.
Yeah, but absolutely good comment. Thank you, Moira.
And she's also commented a bit earlier on that most shift workers ended up with ulcers. Mm-hmm. And I think that's to do with the not eating properly.
Yeah.
But you can actually do shift work and eat properly. All you have to do is to maintain an eating regimen, which is like 5 pints and a pizza just before you go to bed.
And the pizza's burned.
It was.
Because you fell asleep.
I did, yeah. I nearly set the apartment on fire. And, oh yeah.
So would you say that you have better eating habits now than back then?
Definitely.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Yeah. But back then I was basically just grabbing stuff and shoving it in my gob. Mm-hmm. And now I'm mindful about what I eat.
Yeah.
It's not always the most, what people call healthy food, mm-hmm. but it's, I think that you need to have a good balance of healthy food and stuff that's tasty.
And you are much more aware.
I'm much more aware of what I put in, and I'm reducing the amount as well. Mm-hmm. Although yesterday we had the risotto? No, the day before.
Yeah.
Well, we had it both days, really. Yesterday we had the risotto, leftovers. So, that's right. Sunday we had the steak. If you haven't seen that, you've got to go and see the picture of the steak. It was great. Mm-hmm. Then, so we ate slices of that. Then on Monday we had the risotto, didn't we? Mm-hmm. And then Tuesday, which was yesterday, we had the rest of the risotto with the rest of the steak, but done Chinese style. Mm. So it was like
you are so creative.
It's 3 different tastes with one meat, but I made way too much again. Yeah. And so on Monday I had 2 portions and Chris had 1, and yesterday I had 2 portions and Chris had 1. So my eating less went out the window the last 2 days.
And today
it was more like 2.5 portions.
Shut up, you.
Christine, go on. You'll lose another star for that.
She's trusting me. She trusts herself now, you know. She's had to go up me all bloody day.
Watch out, she got her clicker in her hand.
That's it, yeah. I've been hiding it from her. Well, this is what I got today. It's a new microphone.
Good.
And this is a Zoom. It's tiny, tiny. It's a Zoom
Wow.
F2. F2. There you go. And it's a tiny microphone pack. It's got a little thing in the back of it, which I just noticed the door's open already. There you go. There's a little door in the back here for a micro SD card and 2 batteries in here. And this is all you need. This is a 32-bit float field recorder. And why is that important, you ask?
Yes.
32-bit float is a way of storing data. And so when you talk into a microphone, it's analog, right? It's signals which modulates an electrical signal. And then when it gets to the recorder has to convert it from analog to digital. And then it stores it in the digital. And the digital range of a 24-bit file is, this big, let's say. Yeah, this big. And these are the high frequencies and these are the low frequencies. And if it goes below the low frequency, you can't hear it. And if it goes above the high frequency, you can't hear it. And so what they did is they put 2 analog to digital converters in it for very low frequencies to mid and from mid to very high. So you can never actually talk at a rate that is higher than it can record at or lower than it can record at. And so you don't have to set your gain knob. There's no volume knob.
Okay.
So you can go very, very quiet like this and talking to them like this. And then you can shout, "Somebody be a monster burger." And then in post, it never clips. So if you've been too loud, you just pull it down again. And it's all you see it clipping, it's all red. And then it sounds horrible when you've spoken too loud. Too loud into a microphone. Yeah. Well, what actually happens then when you just go into this software and just pull it back, because it's all there still, right? You can just pull it back. So
it's a cruise control for.
It's like a cruise control for a thing, and I bought it because for the other camera, for the one I'm doing, the cinematic camera, because I can just put this on myself and then just let it run all day, 14 hours.
Wow.
Right? And every time I press the button on the camera, it puts a time code in. And this has got a time code as well. And then when I come back at the end of the day, I just say, put the sound onto a strip in the DAW, and then put the videos on top and say automatically line them up. And it automatically lines up all the clips, whether you've taken a clip on your phone, whether I've taken a clip with the 360 camera, whether I've taken it with the little camera, the big camera, or the iPad. I just put it all in there, and all the time codes all line up. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
So all I've got to do now is to go out and film. But Christina won't let me out.
I will let you out.
She says, you're not going to go film, you're going to go drinking. That's what she says.
Yeah, that's what we always do.
And she's damn right.
Question for you.
Yes, sir.
It's actually for Juliane. How do you deal with your inner conflict? How do you manage it?
Well, everyone has a different way of doing it. I can tell you how I like to do it. I sort of have an intention, and that is something that I call my North Star, and I can also say like a little moral code or my way of doing things, and then if I feel sort of conflict situations with my own self or with others, or some external things happen that I cannot really control in that very moment and that make me feel upset, then I know I need to slow down and stay true to that North Star. I don't know if you get me.
Yeah.
So that is something that I like doing, and everyone has different techniques of going back to the North Star. Yeah, so I like I like going out in nature. For instance, it always really draws me back to the truth and to what is important, and realizing that that the other thing is maybe just blown up by my own self, or by somebody else, or by the circumstances that are currently going on. So knowing that you can always come back to something more tranquil is very helpful.
Well, I don't have conflicts in my life.
No?
No, it's other people have got conflicts. I'm right.
Ah.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
I got no problems.
Christine, your comment on that, please.
Yeah, I just keep quiet and listen to my books.
If only she would just keep quiet.
Yeah. Sometimes,
We don't have a row, do we?
no.
We don't have a row, no. It's Christina's right, and I do exactly as she says in the end. I go out doing my Dick Dastardly thing, though, my Mutley thing. National Dick Dastardly.
Yeah.
Christine is gold, actually. I mean, because it's challenging to stay that calm and patient as you are, and not get upset or anything about it, because it will always settle.
Yeah, but she can't throw knives anymore and walk out the flat.
Not anymore, right?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
That was the first time we had a big row, and a knife came flying through the air and stuck in the floor. It was on the wall. I can't remember. I went. Brrr.
Floor.
Eh?
The floor.
In the floor.
is-
Yeah, she. And I went. Yes, dear. What can I do for you?
Yeah. I'd like to bring up a comment there. Alan Fraser, my inner conflict is overthinking and lots of self-doubt.
Yeah, but I mean, first thing is to become aware of it, and that's a good thing.
Oh, ignorance is bliss.
And and then as well, it doesn't need to be something bad. It's not bad to think about things.
So you mean the conflict could be chocolate or ice cream?
That's it.
Yeah.
No, but
You actually said it, Juliane, there. I mean, I've got it noted down here. Stop ignoring it. Deal with it.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
If it was me, I mean, I would take my wee problems. I would probably write them down.
Yeah.
And then I would try and find answers for them.
Yeah. But the thing is, that's a very good approach, Ian. Very useful. I like doing that as well, because it's sort of like black and white in front of you, what's going on. But then what is important as well is it's knowing that there is a solution. It's there, and simply the fact that you are willing to actually look for it is gonna help you find it. And then knowing that it's coming, it's gonna appear. It might not appear right away at this very moment, but the more you get upset about, oh, why is it not there? Why is the solution not there? Or why can I not do that? And we get so impatient with our own selves, and then of course with others as well. That doesn't help anybody with finding better solutions. It's like like the water. If you stir a puddle of water, all the dirt comes up, and then to see clear again, what there, you don't need to do much. Don't do anything. So the dirt will settle, and then you can see yourself again, or you can see the image, and you can have much more peace going on, opposed to something that you cannot see clearly.
So just wait is what you're saying, really.
Yeah, wait with the intention of solving something that you have become aware of, that it exists, and that it's maybe better to improve.
I've just been made aware of Andrew Horseman. Thank you so much for the donation there. He says, evenly everyone, have a nice chilled glass of wine, on Andrew Horseman.
Thank you.
I shall open it presently. We're actually on the fruit juice at the moment.
Yeah.
Good.
Cheers.
Because we thought if we drink the wine at the beginning, we just guzzle it all, but we won't do that.
Well, what you're
Thank you
saying
so
there, what you're saying there, Juliana, is okay. Another thing would probably be is maybe make changes to your lifestyle. That may help you get better answers to your conflict problems. In making these wee changes, I would say keep being positive.
Yes, absolutely right, Ian. And
Don't bring negative ideas into it. Disregard negative stuff. Keep being positive.
Yeah.
On these things. Yeah.
And changes, even the slightest little changes or improvements that we want to make on ourselves, maybe, or in relationship with others, it might be not happening like from today till tomorrow. It takes time and it takes patience, but knowing that it will work out. It will work.
We can work it out.
We can work it out.
We can work it out.
That's it. Exactly.
Yeah,
That's why I personally think that intention, or the North Star, how I called it, is important to something to always come back to. Because it's easy and it's all in our own selves. It's a human nature. We can go easily to the ego side and forget about our good intentions. But if we go back to that North Star, then it's much easier to stay on track.
Those of you watching in the Southern Hemisphere, obviously your North Star will be the Southern Cross.
Exactly.
Just keep being a little bit inclusive there.
Glad you clarified that.
Exactly. For all our viewers from Australia.
Yeah.
Or South Africa or Southern America.
There's a comment. I can't answer this one, actually. It's from Moira Fitzsimmons. Will take a while for you to get that wine in. That was you and your bottle of wine, eh?
No, actually, it's like taking the collection at church, right? It's like taking the collection at church. There was I can't do the joke because it's a dated joke, but the punchline is, when I do the collection at church, I throw it all up in the air, and what God wants, He takes. Right? So we shall pour you the glass of wine, Ian.
Yeah. Right.
It's up to you to come here and drink.
I was waiting for that.
Moira's again saying we're not saints, so don't beat yourself up with our mistakes. There you go.
Yeah.
Yes,
we're not saints.
Yes. Yeah.
But we have to know that we are good. Even though we make mistakes, we have to know that we can also break our mistakes.
That's true.
Yeah.
Cole's place is on. Hi, Cole. I'm glad you enjoyed your trip over. We met up a couple of times. I didn't meet Johnny Vlogger yet. Is he still on the island? Does anybody know? If you're watching, Johnny, let me know. You were up in the north last time we were meeting. But there's quite a few people coming over. In fact, one of my oldest friends is over at the moment from North Wales from 1970, 77, 78. We knew each other. In fact, they were my best friends when we lived over there. And she's over now in Playa Olid. Shouldn't have said that. So somewhere over there, near the Playa Olid. So I'm gonna meet them tomorrow afternoon. We're going out for dinner on Sunday night. We got to look for a place. I think it's Little Germany, but there you go. Little Germany. We like that, don't we? We like that. So we're going out Sunday night, aren't we, kid? If you're good. If you're good.
If
you're good and ready.
She's always good, and tonight she looks especially gorgeous
Thank
in her.
you.
And not only that, but I asked everybody what did you do last week, and I didn't ask Chris, did I?
That's
You
true.
did not.
That's true.
I didn't. So, Chris, now's your chance. What did you do last week?
We went out yesterday to meet lots of people.
Yeah, the Meetup Monday's not doing very well, but Lee and Annie are over. They were one of our very earliest subscribers, and we always say hello when they come over, and they don't like being on film, so they just said, well, we don't want to come to the filmy ones. So I said, oh, I'll come and see you, then I'll go to this. So we decided to meet at the Sun King yesterday. That was full, so we went next door to Tropical Queen, or whatever it's called. And then they brought another couple with them. And then another couple says, are you out and about? And I said, yeah, I'm meeting Lee at the Sun King. And then another couple called and says, we're up from El Medino in the south. Are you in the area? And I said, yeah. But so there was about 8 of us, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was a lot of people.
So that was enjoyable. But it went cold very quick when the sun went down. In fact, I'm feeling it now because I'm sat out I'm on the other corner, you see. And they're like underneath the arches.
We are protected.
They're protected, and I'm. But you can't hear it because I've got my new dead cat. You see, there you go. Because it goes all the way in now. You see, there you go. You can still hear me when I'm screwing the bloody thing in, anyway. So Christina. So back to you. I asked you how you are, then I talk for hours.
Can't quite remember.
What we did.
Apart from the thing yesterday.
We didn't really do a lot, did we? No. I went to the dentist a couple of times. I've got this trapped nerve, so you've been putting up with my moaning.
Yeah.
We mean yeah. You should say, "Oh, Tim, no, what a show!"
Tim.
Exactly. No, it's too late now.
I know how you feel.
Don't cry. Oh, Joe, don't you cry. You've been chatting with your daughter and your granddaughter.
Yeah, this morning.
And your mum? Did you manage to get hold of your mum?
Yeah,
Cool, dude.
this morning too, but my mom's very worried about what's going on in
In the Ukraine.
Europe.
Yeah.
Europe and
Well, they're closer than us. Ray Duffy, thank you so much for your donation there. I realise you've got to go. Have a great time. We're 53 minutes in, so we won't be far behind you, but thank you very much for the donation there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll have to you'll have to come over here and we'll have to go out for dinner.
That palm tree is protecting you, Tim.
The palm trees protect me.
Yep.
I can put the palm trees over the front as well. That's pretty cool, isn't it? There you go.
Look at that.
Zoom.
Wow.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
It is.
So, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that little bell for notifications. I've been getting some people unsubscribing lately, so which is good because if you're not going to watch the stuff, then don't bother being subscribers. We've got 5,700 and something, I think, at the moment, and if you can get me to 6,000, that'd be fun. So don't forget to like and share and tell your friends. And if you're still not subscribed, consider subscribing. It is free. There is a join button there, which isn't free, but the join levels are very reasonable. So if you want to join and support the channel just for fun, go to the subscribe button right next to is the join button. If you can't find that, in the description of this video right at the bottom is a link that will take you directly there, and it'll tell you all the levels you can join at and what you need to do. And don't forget to register online at timothydowd.com if you are going to come to Meetup Monday, because Christina at the moment, she says if nobody's coming, then she don't want to go out.
So I'm on about who wants to be
yeah,
a
because Who Wants to Be
millionaire.
a Millionaire's on at the moment on Mondays now, so she's going, oh, I've got to record it and then it's not live, and she wants to watch it live and all that stuff. She's just a moaning Minnie, really. So
If I record
no.
it, it's fine. But
No conflict, please. No conflict.
so this is
So what was the conflict about, actually?
today.
Yes.
It was to do with me doing what I want and ignoring Christina, and then she
whenever
used her
I
power.
wanted,
She
I
used her
want
power of making me do stuff, right, to make my life hell.
What was your power? How did you do it?
I said, hey Tim, I need to go to loo.
Or have you hung up the washing yet? Or I can't hear the washing machine going. Is it finished? Or if you're going to visit Rachel this afternoon, you should put the washing back, push the new washing in. And I said, yeah, I've got to go and get my new toy, and that was the problem. You see, I went to pick up my new toy, and I was longer than it was. But I have found something. If you are on the island and you do live here, and you want to go to the post office, download the Corios app on your phone, and right in there's a little. It doesn't. If you go to the post office in the app, your local post office, next to the name now there is a calendar. And if you press the calendar, you can order a cita previa, which means an appointment at the post office.
Wow.
And because I was stood there today, there was 10 people in front of me. I thought, well, it'd be pretty quick if they're all picking stuff up. And then all of a sudden, this woman walks straight past everybody, walks in with a big parcel, 2 big parcels, and just goes in, walks up to the machine at the front, puts in a number, and gets a ticket, and bang, she was there. She was on.
That's very good.
And she was done, and then another guy comes and goes in, and another guy, and 2 other people came, and they're just walking past everybody queuing up, and just putting their number in. You see, I said, well, "What's happening here?" And that was part of the conflict, yeah. And they said, "Cita previa," and I said, "I didn't even know there was a cita previa."
yeah.
So I went on the app trying to get a cita previa for in 5 minutes, but you can only do it the day before, unfortunately.
Well, but that's an improvement.
It is an
Yeah,
improvement, but
absolutely.
but it's only an improvement if you use it. If you stood there with 10
Yeah.
people and another 5 coming and pushing in front of you,
Yeah, ignorance doesn't save.
there you go. So
Here we are.
it was me that was ignorant of the fact that you could have a CETA preview, but now I know.
Not anymore.
But not anymore. So that conflict
Yeah.
was solved perfectly.
Yeah.
You're learning something every day.
Conflict, is it really that bad to avoid conflict? So Winston Churchill said, jaw, jaw, jaw is better than war, war, war. Well, exactly. Exactly. In fact, if you look at the Peace and Justice Project or the Stop the War Now Coalition, 2 of the things that I do recommend you look at, they say exactly the same thing. In fact, if you go to Double Down News, which is a great way to find independent journalism in this day and age that isn't run by big business, you'll find the latest interview with Jeremy Corbyn. It's not an interview, it's a monologue, where he just says, it's all war ends in negotiation, so just don't do the fighting bit, go straight to the negotiation table. But unfortunately, there are so many people that make money through war that it's good for business. It's just not good for business to have the Third World War.
But we can always empower our own selves on working on calming ourselves down.
Mm-hmm.
And not, giving into that
I
uproar.
think if you need to get out and be angry about the right things. If you're being manipulated into being angry about something without actually going in and finding out what's happening, then basically you can be manipulated.
Absolutely, you're right.
And So if you basically at the moment there are lots of conflicts going on in the world as we speak. Some are more prominent than others, but there are lots of them out there. There are some that have been going on for ages and we just don't care anymore, because it's not in the news and stuff. But the ones that are in the news are the ones that you're looking at. But it's the stuff that they're doing whilst we're worrying about the war that should be annoying you, And there's lots of things going on. So you were saying the other day, the Russell Brand, right? Mm-hmm. He's a character, but he gets behind the stuff sometimes.
Exactly.
He finds stuff out, and so it's another. I would go and see his live show if I was in Britain at the moment. He's touring Britain at the moment. Go and see Russell Brand.
Yeah.
He's pretty good. And if even if you don't like him, have a look at his YouTube channel because he's got 5.3 million people.
What is
following
important to keep, keep listening and listening with an open mind.
Exactly.
And with the will to listen.
Yeah.
And not to prove your own point.
In fact,
interrupt.
We've covered the whole thing now. We've covered Sir Kenneth Robinson with education, right?
Yeah.
We've covered the Jeremy Corbyn is left of centre, to put it mildly. We've got Russell Brand, who's a character, but he's looking at things in the view of the eyes of the people, the normal person, right? The guy in the street. And you've got the Daily Mail, which covers all the right-wing stuff. So, we got everything.
We got it all.
We got it all. Don't forget to read the Daily Mail. You got to read 3 left-wing pictures just to offset the thing there.
And relax.
And relax. We're coming up to the hour, ladies and Nendels and Jelly Spoons. Something happened here. Oh no, we're still here. We're still here. We're still on. That's great news for your son, JJ. Ah, yes. JJ's son was doing great, thanks. Landed himself a training office job. Well done. Well done. He wasn't well at the time. Pete and Shell, may I have to give a shout out one of your vlogs? Okay, we're coming to the end now. They're chatting amongst themselves a little bit. Okay, ladles and jelly spoons. That's the hour's done. The hour and 2 minutes.
Wow.
That is amazing.
We did it.
We did it.
It flies.
It does fly.
Time flies when we're having fun.
It does.
Right?
Ian, what are your closing arguments there, young sir?
My closing summary.
Yes.
I would like to find a wee bit relaxation goes a long way to help clear up things. And on a positive note, as you know, I always talk about positive things. I would like to leave you with a wee paragraph from my book called Stay Positive. It's entitled 5 Good Events. Our brains process negative and positive events in different ways. This has been studied numerous times, and it has been found that negative experiences are processed more thoroughly than positive ones, which means that we feel the impact of a setback much more strongly than we feel the effect of positive progress. In other words, we are more likely to remember the bad things than the good. However, it's not all bad news, because it's also thought that 5 good events can outweigh the effects of one bad event. Mm-hmm. When you start to look, you can see brilliant things everywhere. Don't beat yourself up for seeing problems or for taking criticism or bad experiences too hard. Everybody does this. Most importantly, remind yourself to look for and enjoy all the many wonderful things that happen all the time, every day. It's never too late. Never too late to start over. Never too late to be happy.
Well done.
Thank you, Ian. Thank you so much.
Talking about brilliant things. Juliane, what are your closing thoughts?
I am absolutely 100% there with Ian and his closing words. Absolutely, and keeping it positive helps, and making the effort to count the blessings every day, and one of the Wednesday blessings is you guys tuning in every week.
Exactly.
And, I think that's wonderful. Thank you so much. Next week we have Laurie, the other
Laurie McGilvery.
Laurie McGilvery, from 30-Minute Mastermind, the third person, and we will be talking about stories that matters.
Cool.
That matter.
Cool. Christina Lee, are you looking forward to your dinner?
Yeah, yeah.
And what are your closing thoughts on conflict? Do you forgive me?
I forgive you. I
But-
always forgive you.
There's a but there somewhere.
You can't help it, can you?
I can't help it, no.
And I know you too well.
That's it. I'm forgiven, ladles and jelly spoons.
You can feel the love vibration.
I've been forgiven, ladies and jelly spoons. We have a wonderful sunset coming down behind me there. I don't know whether you can see it. But there's La Gomera in all its glory. The wind has whipped up a bit, so we're going to move the table a little bit over. We're still going to eat outside. I refuse to eat inside when it's when I'm in Tenerife.
Yeah, we've got lots of clothes.
Lots of clothes, yeah. I need to just put a granny pullover on. A granny pullover on. Oh, what I didn't do was put my name up. I put everybody else's name up, and there's me.
What
Yeah.
are you, Bert? What are you finishing with?
My finishing is that I am going to try and not to work out through my conflicts and not be so arrogant and condescending that I realise that I'm right all the time and everybody else is wrong. I'm going to look inside myself and to see whether maybe I'm creating conflict, which is you've all been discussing how to get out of it, but I'm discussing how to avoid it. By telling Christina she's right and everything she does is right and I'm just wrong.
No.
Not right.
That's not right. I'll tell you what is right.
Vamos a la playa.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining us today. It's well over the hour. The balcony banter, don't forget, Freaky Friday is. I'm going to be somewhere on the island. If you're on the island, let me know. Meet up Monday, don't forget to register. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye.